Hey everyone, my name is Savannah and I go by SASART for all of my works of art. I create originals, commissions, and I teach art classes and lessons, both in person and virtually. And one of my new projects for the year of 2021 is learning how to bullet journal and incorporating a lot of my different elements of art within that. So I'm brand new to this. I don't know a whole lot about bullet journaling. I am learning as I go. And if you've seen my previous video, that will lay out all of what I've already added into this book. But today I am starting on Tuesday, January 2nd, and just filling in my to do list, which I had drawn out yesterday. And I'm adding in some cute little leaves and some of my little tasks and errands and different things that I need to do for the day into my list off to the side. And I am just kind of flipping back and forth between the pages in this little time lapse here because I am adding in different elements into the book as I go. And one of the pages that I decided to start with as well today is a watering plants schedule. So I started out with drawing one of my favorite plants that I have, which is a monstera, and just adding a little pot and various leaves as I go along and just kind of going with the flow with it here. But I also added in a devil's ivy or a pothos because that is another favorite of mine. And I have quite a few of those variations as well. And sometimes with my busy schedule, I need to remember to water my plants. So having something that is a physical document that shows the last time might help me to remember and not forget and have it be 3, 4 weeks in between. Although my plants seem to have adjusted and love that at the moment. So I put water plants at the bottom and I just did a little bit of outlining on some of my lettering there. And I'd also added in a Boston ivy along the right side. And then I wrote in the very last time that I did water my plants. And then I decided to add in a propagating list, which is current for what I am starting in January right now. So it'll be neat to see how those propagations go along by the end of the month. And then I added a page for my key. And the key is in the very front of my book. And the more that I add to this journal, I'm going to start using some of these different little markers and indicators. You can use whatever you want for little bullets or, have it as customized or as simplistic as you want. For me, because I have so many different things that are on the go, short little keywords really help. And I did add in an index page as well, but I didn't put anything on the index page because I'm not really using the index yet since it's a brand new year and a brand new month. So I've left that blank and I left a couple of pages in between as well. And then for this next part, I am taking a gold Sharpie marker and I am just outlining my to do list and my what's on the menu page, which you can see the full elements of what I put into that in the previous video in this playlist. And then I'm going along all of my social medias on the one page that I've got, and also on my Monday through Sunday schedule for the first week of January, because I feel like the gold kind of ties it all together. And I'm doing the same to my water plants page as well. And I'm just going along the right side of all of my plants and the bottom of the pots and just giving it kind of a better bolded outline and an overall nice look that I feel I enjoyed the look of. So I didn't do too much. I did outline the to do actual lettering as well as January on my cover page for the month. And then I decided I wanted to add some color today. So I took some Crayola washable markers and I started going in with some light blue and outlining all of my trees. And then from there, I did start to color in some of that blue as well, wherever I felt like it would go. And I'm not really being very specific about it. I'm not being very neat or tidy about it. I kind of like this sketchy look to it. And then I decided to go in with some darker blue as well and some brown for the bottoms of the trees. And then I went in and I worked on my snowman and made his scarf red and white and gave him a carrot nose. And I added some blue to his hat as well. And I feel like this really made the page stand out a little bit better. And it became to be more what I was thinking of when I first designed this front page. I did it in permanent fine tip marker to begin with. And I'll link in the description below what I used, and I'll list the other products that I've used, such as the Sharpie gold marker as well, in case anyone is wondering what materials I've used. And all of this so far is freehand. I'm not sketching or designing it first. And I don't have dots along my bullet journal, and I don't have page numbers either, as this just happened to be the journal that I had on hand. So there's a closer up view of the January page. And then I decided to go back to the plant page. And I thought that adding some color to this page as well is a nice little touch. And especially since I want this to be a functional working bullet journal that I enjoy using, I want to really make it my own, incorporate elements and designs that I enjoy seeing and looking at. And I feel like this will help me to continue to use it throughout the year, especially if I customize and make all of my artwork really stand out in it. So you'll probably see me using different techniques and using different materials as we go along. But for now, starting out with, I'm just using basic materials and just kind of getting the feel of what kind of design elements I want to incorporate in with it. So I started out with some light green, and then I went back in with some darker green along some of the edges because I felt like that kind of boldened it up some more and brought the plants out of the page. And there's kind of a final look at that one. And then from there, I'll give you guys a quick little look at just some of the other pages in their final looks for today. So my index is very much plain right now. I haven't done anything to it, but in the following days I will. Same with the key, it's very simplistic right now, so I've left it very plain. And the to-do list as well, like I said in the previous video, sticky notes will be added to that. And same with the what's on the menu. Eventually, I'll color it. And same with YouTube and Instagram and the TikTok emblems. Things like that will all be added to eventually. And as I go each day, I'll start to do up the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I hope you all enjoyed that quick overview of today, January 2nd, 2021. And if you enjoyed what you see and you like the content, make sure to click subscribe and ring that notification bell to stay up to date to my latest posts, as every single day I'm going to be adding more and more to this. Thanks, and have a good night.